BookTube. I hope you're reading all the bookish things. It doesn't really feel like it. We're already 1/3 into 2020. Whoa, what? It hasn't been the best of years at all, but I have been doing really, really good with reading this year. I've read 27 books, which I'm really proud of considering in the month of January, I read a grand total of 2 books, and in the past 5 days, I've read a grand total of 100 pages. Today, I'm going to be talking about the top 5 books I've read in the first third of 2020. This feels really weird because it feels like I'm doing like a professional ranking video, when really it's just me talking about the books I love. But anyway, at number 5, I have The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. This book is about a boy named Charlie, and is told through letters he writes to someone he meets at a party. It's about Charlie's freshman year in high school and meeting all of these friends and the emotional traumas and all of the new experiences he has in his first year of high school. This is just an all-time classic. It was published in the late 1990s, but it has just stuck around. If you're looking for an introspective, believable contemporary that's short and just really easy to read, I definitely recommend The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I just empathize so much with all of these characters, and you really get to see everything how it is. And reading from Charlie's perspective is just such a joy. It's an important, amazing book about identity and all of these important themes, and I highly, highly recommend it. And it makes me really excited for high school in a way. Number 4 is actually one I read in a 24-hour reading vlog, and so that might have contributed to me liking it. But that is Every Day by David Levitan. I did not expect to like it as much as I did going in. I definitely was excited to see how I would like a David Levitan book, and I was very pleasantly surprised. This is about a spirit named A who every day wakes up in a different body, and he has to inhabit that body for that day. And so he has made the rule for himself not to change anything about that person's life while he's in that body, until one day he meets this girl named Rhiannon and just cannot seem to forget about her, and so things immediately go for the worst. This book was just an important, fun read. You get to see the fascinating and interesting part of it with how A thinks about humanity depending on which body he's in. We learn about depression and suicide while we're in these bodies. And David Levitan just has an interesting way of tackling these hard subjects. And it's also a very fun and romantic book, just like any YA books are. It's just an overall amazing read. And I feel like it isn't talked about as much as it should be on BookTube because I just loved it so much. And the plot twist at the end will leave you shaking. I'm so excited to pick up this second book in this series. An advantage of me being so late to so many things is that with the series, when I finish a book, I can just go to the next one. I don't have to wait for the next book to come out. Harry Potter series, Six Across series, like I do not need to wait for any new books. I feel incredibly privileged. Number 3 on my list, drum roll, I don't have a drum to roll on. Frankly in Love by David Yoon. This book is the first one that has ever made me cry, and not like full-on cry, I was like shedding a tear, but still, it made me cry. This is about a Korean boy named Frank Lee, hence Frankly in Love, and it features a fake dating scheme. Frank's parents expect him to marry a Korean girl, and so obviously he falls in love with a white girl, and so the book is about this fake dating scheme, and as Frank tries to figure out who he is, who his parents are, and how race and culture and society and politics all figure into who he is as a person and who the people he meets and has a relationship with are also as individuals. It's just an amazing, emotionally wrecking novel. Most people probably read this book in the beginning because David Yoon's wife is Nicola Yoon, who is the very popular author of Everything Everything, and the son is also a star. But frankly, I loved Frankly in Love way more than Everything Everything. I still haven't read The Son is Also a Star. But if you read Everything Everything, it had a plot twist at the end that I just hated. But everything in this book was just so perfect. If you haven't read many young adult contemporaries, I definitely recommend this book. I just cannot recommend this book enough. Number 2, Dos. The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. You probably have read this book. If you haven't, where have you been? But if you do not know, this is about a girl named Star who one day is at a party with her friend Khalil, and they're heading out of the party when Khalil gets shot by a white police officer. And it's about Star speaking up for herself and her community, and just talks about how society functions in a very realistic and just cruel way that doesn't hold anything back. This book was also turned into a fantastic movie adaptation. Angie Thomas has a very simplistic but effective and efficient writing style. And if you ask anyone who's ever read an Angie Thomas book, you will know that they say the characters and the families are always so real. She portrays everything as it is, and while she does give us those gloomy, those sad, those depressing parts of society, she also gives us hope. And Angie Thomas is just an amazing, amazing author. And number one, you can probably see from this empty space on my bookshelf. That is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I actually read this one for the Reading Readathon, so if you want to go watch that vlog, I will link to it in the description. I was not expecting to like this book as much as I did going in. I feel like with most books I love, I have really low expectations, and when they exceed them, they become an all-time fave, and that was definitely the case. This is about a world that contains 4 Londons: Grey London, Red London, White London, and Black London, and it's about Kel, who's a messenger between all of these worlds, and is also unofficially a smuggler. One day he gets set up with the forbidden token that is from Black London. He immediately flees into Grey London, where he runs into Lila, who, when you read this book, you will love Lila. She is just an amazing, strong character, and she's just so much fun to read. But anyway, it's about Kel and Lila returning the stone to Black London. This book was just so much fun to read. I have so many things to say about this book, and so I will definitely be posting a review just on this book soon. But I just want to say right now that the writing style is amazing, the world is amazing, the characters are amazing. Everything about this book is just so fantastic. I am such a contemporary lover that having this book as my favorite 2020 so far feels kind of weird to say, but I just couldn't put it any lower. Alright, so yeah, that is the top 5 books I've read in 2020. If you have not read any of these books, definitely highly recommend. This is my first video with a new camera, so I hope you guys like the quality of it. I'm trying to get better as a video maker, as a person who's standing in front of a camera and talking to it as if it's a human. So I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If you like this video, leave a like, but more importantly, leave a comment. Subscribe for videos 3 to 4 times a week, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye.